Okay, here are the phones that do not work. So we'll start with the first one. Put the SIM card inside. SIM card inside. Battery. And finally the case over. So we turn on. Okay, so first it's showing this. So we'll go reboot system. Okay. Okay, reboot system now. Okay, comes to the first page. So in the right corner, it does not work. There is a no signal. There's no network in the corner. So when you scroll the screen down, it says invalid IMEI. So invalid IMEI. When you go to the options and you go to more networks, which is this option here, there is no networks. Go to network operators, choose automatically, and it says register a network, but there is no network. In the corner there's an X, and when you scroll down it says invalid IMEI, and when you want to make a phone call, so right now we're going to try to make a phone call. So we try to call this phone here. And it says out of service area with the X in the corner. It just does not work. Let's try again. Now it says mobile network not available. Okay, still the X is there. We'll try again. No, sorry, video call now. Mobile network not available. Not available. So let's go to more networks. Let's go to the IMEI. The IMEI is located here. About device, status, IMEI, and it clearly says unknown. If an IMEI is known, I guess you cannot log on to the system, which means in turn that there will be no network connection, which means you cannot use the phone and it is completely useless. So to demonstrate one more time, we'll try making a phone call one more time. Let's try and make a phone call to a different phone number. Now it's saying normal calls are restricted by access control. Okay, so let's try one more time. Every single time it's tried, it seems that there's a different error message. So far there's been 3. Now it's come back to mobile network not available again. So the conclusion with this phone is it is completely useless and there's no use in it. It does not work. It does not serve any purpose, and especially its main sole purpose of actually providing service to oncoming calls, data, internet, text messages. None of that works on this phone. So we're going to turn this phone off. And once it's off, put the SIM card from this phone into this phone. So open it up. SIM card from this one. Put it upside down. So this is the one that has IMEI problem. This is the other one we're trying now. This phone number 1 is in Chinese. I've changed the options. No, this one says invalid IMEI 2, but it is also in Chinese, and I've tried to change certain options, and the only thing I was able to change was certain things, but under certain features and names, such as, let's say, under the date there, or in the apps, there's Chinese lettering here, bottom right, this app here. Then there's Chinese lettering here, reader, iReader, and some Chinese lettering. And then there's mainly on this front page. So I went to the options and I went to, let me find the exact language, and I changed it. I changed all the options that from Android to US to Beidou to voice typing, and I changed it to English, but it still does not meet the requirements of the English language. It is still displaying in Chinese, and here in North America it is not useful for us to actually have material in Chinese because people here speak English and it becomes a problem. So when trying to make a phone call again with this one, we go into it And let's try the same number. And we're watching it. It just turns off. By itself, it just turns off. So let's try a different number. Let's try this same number one more time. See if it will go through. And it is on speaker and it just goes off by itself. Just like that. It says call. The call cuts. There is no call. It says invalid IMEI. The IMEI on this phone is also invalid. It does not work anyway. So even when you go into the options, you go into different connections, networks, you go network operators. I press choose. It says cannot connect this network right now. Try again later. It says automatic registration, but now there's an X from the signal previously. So again, it says can't connect this network right now. Please try again later. But it's showing that there is signal. The phone does not have an IMEI. It cannot be recognized by the network. By the carrier, it cannot be recognized. It cannot work. So we can try one more time, but this phone is useless. It is a phone. Let's try. Put on a speaker and wait. And we are waiting. We are waiting. There is no dial tone. Nothing is happening. It just turns off by itself. What is wrong with the phone? I do not know. But in conclusion, the phone does not work. And its capabilities are not proven to it. And it is a useless phone for me, as I cannot use it in any way, and there is no proper use of it. I just wanted to show it to you guys, and if you guys want to see it one more time. Nothing happens. The phone does not work. Once again, it does say invalid IMEI. It does not say the network name Rogers, which it should display. So I do not know what to say other than this phone does not work. The third phone, which did not work. 1 second, I gotta turn this one off. Take this off, take the battery and SIM card. So to display a third phone, which did not work, this is the first one. It's the second one we just did right now with the SIM card on it, and the third one is here. The third one had a problem with the microphone, but I took it to the corner store, the cell phone mechanic, and he repaired it for me, and I will show you. In order for the phone to actually work, when you scroll down the menu, it must say the network name. It cannot say unknown IMEI, because when the IMEI is unknown, it cannot be registered to the network, which in turn does not allow the capabilities to function as a proper phone. This phone was one that had the microphone problems. Now it has the bars, and when you move the screen down, it does state Rogers. The same SIM card we've been using, the Rogers card, it states Rogers and their signal. And when you go to register the network, it states registered on network. It states Rogers. When you go to settings to check out the IMEI, so you go check out the IMEI, and there is an IMEI. That is how it should be. An unknown EMI does not work, and when this doesn't show the network, that means it will not work. So in turn, this is the phone I got repaired for the microphone, but these other two phones, that one and that one, do not work. And I would like a refund for those two phones and the monetary payment for the repair of this phone. Thank you very much. Take care.